Did you know that 91% of cold emails are getting ignored? And you may ask, yeah, why wouldn't they be? They are cold emails after all. But there are ways and things that you can do in order to make your cold emails stand out and increase your chances of scoring a customer through a channel that is relatively easy to maintain, that is super easy to implement, that is cheap, and that can help you, and I underline this, help you, to get more customers. Because cold emails shouldn't be the only way that you are getting customers, but they can be a good addition, especially during certain seasons in which you have some dry periods during the year, or if you are just starting with your business, just hear me out. So there are a couple of things that come into play when it comes to an email, right? There is a subject line, there is a body, and there is wording, and there are things that you can add in there to make them more appealing. So let's start with the subject line. So attention-grabbing subject line, and not only subject line, I mean the whole thing. The creativity is the #1 thing that you should be thinking about if you are aiming to have an efficient cold email campaign in place and ready and firing up emails. So subject line should be attention-grabbing, meaning that it should be interesting enough for me to click on it. Try to put yourself in the shoes of your customer or potential customer and try to think about the ways in which you can attract them. Let me give you an example. So I was back in the day sending a cold email campaign which said something in the line of, "John referred me to you." And this was of course clickbaity, and someone opened an email, and by the way, this subject line had like 65% of open rate. And the content of an email was a direct follow-up to this subject line. So the things that should be short, that should be interesting enough for a person to click, but they should not be clickbaity in a way that they will not deliver on the promise. Meaning that you shouldn't lie in the subject line. It should not be just something out of the blue that will make someone click, but it should have a continuum within the body of the email. And here it comes. The opening of the email should be, in my opinion, related to a person and related to the subject line. So mine was saying, one of the campaign was saying something in the line of, "I was just talking with John the other day in a conference room," and here there was a picture with me and John in a conference room, "and we were discussing your company, and John said that I should contact you as a person that might be interested in." And there were a couple of values and value proposition that we were delivering to this certain buyer persona that we were sending the email to. Meaning that it was just not about us, it was not about product, it was about us having discussion about you personally and thinking about the ways in which we can help you, your business, your potential problems, your challenges, and here it comes. We had similar experiences in the past in which we had helped similar customers. Pure, simple, crisp, and direct. So the cold email shouldn't be too long. It shouldn't be just too fluffy about things. It should be very direct. It should be about the values that you are giving people instead of just pitching your solution, pitching about your product or about your services.
If you would like to get more valuable information about B2B sales and marketing, join our email broadcast, where we share resources with valuable information, marketing tools and case studies of successful campaigns, proven scenarios for B2B sales, useful tools, and a ton more to help you improve your sales and marketing game and generate more leads.
And the cold email should end with a call to action, and the call to action should be clear, direct, and on point. You don't want to beat around the bush in a cold email. You just want someone to either be interested or not interested. If you have a good subject line, people will open. If you can grab their attention within the body of the email, that's another win. And if you can get them to do what you want them to do, it should be pretty simple. So instead of just asking them elaborate question, just tell them, respond with yes, and I will give you more details, or something like that. And in this case, someone is not forced to process a lot of information, look at their calendar, do a lot of stuff in order to get in contact with you, or in order to sort of wave to you that, yeah, I might be interested, or yeah, maybe it's worth talking, tell me more. So instead of just asking for an action of a stranger that probably is even considering if they want to have anything to do with you, ask a simple thing that will sort of give them the opportunity to signal to you that they might be interested in similar results that you are delivering, instead of just trying to be pushy. And just as another tip, try to add a human touch to it. I know that cold emails can be very cold, also in their body and also in the content that you're putting in there, but try to make them feel as they are written by an actual human being. And that being said, I would avoid writing cold emails with an AI. Try to think about the ways in which you can make them feel as personal as they can possibly be. Because the fact that they are being sent automatically doesn't mean that you as a business owner, as a sales professional, as an individual shouldn't take a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, to consider your recipient's emotions, their state of mind, their current situation, the problems that they're struggling with. These are the things that are the most important things in successful marketing. If you have information about your buyer persona, if you know what triggers them, try to implement them in a cold email in a way that it will feel human, that it would feel as you are genuinely interested in contacting with them. Because you are, right? It doesn't mean that you are sending the cold emails just randomly to people. You want to serve their needs. You want to address their problems. So make the email feel that you really, really care. And I think that's the secret sauce to a successful cold email. If this video was anyhow helpful to you, make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you have any more questions about B2B sales, marketing, or any other things, leave them in the comment section down below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Let me know what you even think about cold emails and about the things that I have just mentioned. And if you have any more tips or things, then also leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.